Hello visuals and welcome back to the Visual Guy Podcast. Nice, relaxed, easy, chill conversation here. I've been very antsy this tonight. I don't know if you realise I'm very...
Just a little bit.
Chris is... Chris has come round at a time of absolute brilliance in my life because I started playing Pokemon, having the absolute fucking time of my life. There's nothing better. Is there a game franchise you absolutely adore, Chris? Or is there something you can point out right now where you feel it in like your little hearty area? It's so fucking gay as that sounds, where you're like, this is home. Well, you know what I mean? Have you got anything like that?
Well, if I'm just sitting at home and there's a certain game...
You don't have to necessarily be a game or anything. Have you got anything? I've got two things. Going to St James's Park, you feel, yeah, this is my happy, I can zone out. There's nothing else in the world that exists. Tell you, like, it's free. The cinema, St James's. I'm playing Pokemon because it's like my oldest memories and my like... And I just literally, since I've been playing this, it's like nothing else existed. And like, I don't know, worry about fucking bills and work and shit like that. It's just me and Pokemon. Brand new adventure, get you started. So like, have you got like a...
Cinema is definitely one of them.
Oh, 100%.
I love just chilling out in the cinema.
Yeah, that's why I said, I'll go watch anything, just I want to be there.
I love going to the cinema. And being at home, in my PJs, keeping warm.
That is a nice...
Playing on the Xbox.
That is a nice...
Or the PlayStation.
Is there any one of them things, maybe not cinema, because I don't know how the cinema would work, but anything, like I've just said for me example, it's Pokemon that takes me back to... I've got a million memories of where I was playing this Pokemon game, whatever. Is there anything that just tracks you back? Because I can sit right now in my head, I've got a memory of me right now where I was literally probably the happiest I've ever been in my life. Have you got
when I listen to music, I go back to memories.
Yes, certain tunes do that to me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And a lot of it, weirdly, is Linkin Park.
Good Charlotte.
I grew up with Linkin Park. I fucking adored Linkin Park.
I can relate to you there. So that takes you back to like...
Yeah,
whenever.
That takes me back to when I was a kid, playing with the cars on my car mat and shit like that.
Imagine that. I break a brook, so now I can see that. See, because I'm the exact same as you. I've probably told you this story. Back down south where I lived there, the house had these like sliding windows, and I had a couch there. I'm literally drawing in the mess I've thingied, and then because you know, old Game Boys you needed light, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I used to just lay on my fat belly there, play my Game Boys. It's pissing down. Just the originals, red, blue, and that, and yellow. Just I'm thinking life will never get better than this. Yeah. So when a new Pokemon game comes out, because Bill was messaging me, and I couldn't get through to him, and obviously he went to come pick it up with me. I can get through to him that message because I go back to that moment because I'm like, well, no bills, no worries, no relationship, nothing like that. It's just me and Pokemon starting a new game. What's going to happen? And then when it's all done, you snap back out. And you're like, fuck. Yeah. But that's what every new Pokemon purchase game takes me back there, and I'm like, I fucking love this so much. But yeah, music, oddly, Good Charlotte, Bookway 2, all of them. That's why I love the American Pie Scream sort of shenanigans with Blink, and all this big 90s ball of just mintness that overwhelms me, that I fucking love. So I can relate to you with your music one. Oh, fuck, I wish I had a time machine now, mate.
Oh, no. Music is a big part of it. Don't mean to be doom and gloom, but if I didn't have music in my life...
I can agree with you, mate. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Hands down, happily agree with you, not a problem.
Yeah.
Because music makes a lot of the things as well, like a lot of the stuff that we love, like a film or a show where that certain bit, Captain America shouting Avengers, even though it's not music you might not blast in the car, but without that bit of orchestra going on, it builds scenes. Like I love compilations. I don't know if you've probably seen it on my Facebook. I just put a Newcastle one up, and it's by there's a song by Coldplay. I don't even like Coldplay, but because the music's put with this compilation of images of stuff that I adore, it all like the music makes it. Yeah. So I completely agree with you, mate. But fuck me, yes, I fucking wish I had a time machine. I'd go back there and I'd be like, I'd get 6-year-old me out there and say, listen, you fat cunt, fuck off. I'd squeeze in that little gap and I'd just sit there all fucking day. Cartoon Network on in the background playing Dragon Ball and Pokemon and Dexter and all that fucking epicness with my egg on toast. Ah, fuck. That's exactly what I'd do. And I'd buy a lot of the old Pokemon cards and I'd make sure just to keep a lot of them still sealed because every fucking shit I got, open cards. Fuck, I should have kept them sealed. So if you had a time machine then, are you going back to your little car mat?
Are we going back to visit, or are we going back to
I don't know, mate. I've just
again?
gone down a weird little route here now.
If
So
we're going back to visit, then yeah, that would be the time where everyone was at home, mum was here, dad was here, everyone was doing their thing, and yeah, it's just music with me, CD desk or player, whatever you fucking got it back then, with my headphones.
No fucking CD players, man.
Yeah, my headphones and just driving on my car mats.
Them car mats are so iconic. Yeah, that would be. It would be at the same time. I just realised that'd be a little bit creepy, even though it's yourself. Like I'd be sat looking through the window at young me, like, oh son, just sat staring. But yeah, that's 100. Oh man, fuck. There was it's pure depressing quote. Who said it? Who fucking said it? It was a famous person. It's in The Office. It's in The Office. I don't know if you've watched American Office. One of the lines is, I wish I knew when I was in the. I wish I knew in the good old days when the good old days would finish. If you know what I mean, that's what he says, because then obviously we'll go, oh, the good old days. You didn't really see a finish line to them. They were going to be forever.
You didn't.
The next thing you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That cat Optus that keeps mugging you off. I love how cats mug dogs off. It's just got over there. It just sits there looking at him with barking. It's like, you ain't gonna do shit, son, are you? I'm just chill. I fucking love it. Yeah, that's my time machine cry. And then I'll also do shit, so I'll come back to the future really, really rich. And then that's my time machine. I love Pokemon.
So would you start life again? Or would you just continue?
Well, I don't know, because what rules are we going off here? Because there's so many different time travel rules.
Right. Well, obviously, one rule is you can't meet yourself.
Yeah, you're not. So yeah, you can look, but you can't like.
Yeah.
Engage with
You
each
can't
other.
really.
So because you
You
start
can't
again,
really change. Weird as it fucking shield. You can't really change things because you'll fucking cause something.
yeah, the butterfly effect.
Yeah. Even though you don't want things to happen.
Yeah.
That's how you're controlling.
Yeah, it's like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And carry on.
But well, keeping all that basic scenario, right? If you could go back and be yourself again and start life from a certain age, would you?
100% I would, but does me right now?
With your knowledge, you know, not being trying to get rich or whatever else.
Yeah.
Knowing the future, it's just with knowledge, you know, just starting life again.
Can I? Because will a time machine allow me to start again? Because if I time travel, I'll time travel like this, wouldn't I?
Do you know?
So yeah, so if I'm now, I've got my DeLorean out there. I go back to I'll go to the past. It's me. I need to try and I don't know. You need to try and find a way instead of.
You go back as your 6-year-old self.
So
do your other self in.
Yeah, so yeah.
And start fresh.
Right, yeah. So if I go back in time, get the 6-year-old me to kill current me, and my life essence or whatever would just. But then there again, we're getting to a weird time paradox, because I would never live past the age of 29, because the age of 29, because time is lineage, that event always takes place, and 6-year-old me always kills 29-year-old me, so I can never get past this point. That's my fixed point in time.
Just making things go.
No, that's time travel, isn't it?
No.
So we're fucked, because I know what you're trying to say. If I could go, if it's not so much go back in time in a time machine. If there was a button just to start life again.
Start life again.
Yeah. So because fucking yeah, probably I would.
What life? What part of that life would you like to take?
Yeah.
Start again.
Primary school, early days of secondary school, just fucking chilling in the 90s, listening to Green Day, collecting Pokemon cards. Oh. I'd do that again in a heartbeat, and I'd go back to so many concerts. Obviously, did you ever see Linkin Park live?
I couldn't go to concerts.
Ah, shit, you couldn't, could you? They did put on a good. There's a lot of concerts, just one off the music thing that I'd love to go see again. Leeds, Green Day. Oh my god, pissing down the rain, covered in mud, stinking like a tramp, but you couldn't care less. Oh, so yeah, I would.
I'd love to have gone to see Linkin Park. To be fair.
I only seen them once. Yeah, I only seen them. No, were they on a show with loads of others? I can't remember. No, I definitely have listened to them once. But I think I would go back, and not necessarily to change anything, just to do it again. Because if I
with the knowledge you know.
Yeah, with the knowledge I know, no, because I literally, I think, I've just said to you, the happiest point of my life was then. So as much as it would be nice to come back now and have loads of money and shit like that, it would be amazing, but what's the point when that money's not going to buy that time again? So I think I just want to somehow just keep doing that. I think somehow.
Is there anything that you would change?
To be fair, now, because at that time, Pokemon cards weren't expensive, so I could afford them. I was buying comic books and action figures, that was all fine. I was playing on the game book, that was all fine. I mean, if there would be... If I could just keep reliving that moment for eternity, I would. But if I could only live it once and then carry on, then yes, there would be things that I might maybe change somehow. Like I said, though, it would just be money stuff, because then we would be stood in the kitchen. We would actually have a table to record at. That's one of the things I would love to change.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Would you study computers or something, or would you do YouTubing earlier?
Yeah, you'd definitely start YouTubing early in life.
Choose a different career to go down.
I would do whatever, quite literally. I know some people might not like this answer. I don't know if you'll like it. I would do whatever I could so I didn't have to quote unquote work.
Yeah.
So whether that would be I remember these lottery numbers, or I remember these Premier League fixtures, and I could put a big... I would do whatever it would be in life. I would change, knowing that okay, I'm going to do whatever I can to get rich, because that would solve all the answers of like, okay, I don't have to fucking batch concrete. I could just sit down in a fucking little studio with Chris and just chat away. That's what I would do. Because I know you're a bit different. You'd still want to work and all that kind of shit and have businesses. You're more adult orientated. You know what I mean?
I'd like to retire at some point.
No, yeah, at some point, but like, you're like you. I don't think you could sit at a table all day building Lego and then do the little picture of a Pikachu and then fucking. Whereas I happily could, and I'd wait for you to come over and work. I'm like, God, Chris, we're on there. Shit like that. So the only thing I would change then to answer your question is to get rich. That's the only part I would change. I'm happy with everything else I've had. Like I said, I've been to so many mint gigs. I've done festivals. I've done fucking Barnhouse and warehouse raves. I've been to America. I've been around Europe and all that kind of shit. I've done loads of cool shit.
Yeah.
So no, just get me rich. That's it.
We're still trying now.
Yeah, still fucking yeah. Well, football, we've still got football. I've got a couple of bets on, but see, that's what I mean. I'd need a decent amount of money because I'd win a bit and be like, I've got loads. I'll buy this shit I've got now. So I'd get rich and find a great Jewish accountant.
Just invest it.
Yeah.
Just live off the investment.
Mate, sorry, because I don't know if you want to answer your own question in a second, but I'm going to quickly interrupt. I was sat in the queue to get Pokemon, not to keep mentioning Pokemon, but I can't help it. There was a guy in front of me, and you know, game do reward Ultra cards or whatever the fuck they're called. They do like.
No idea.
I've got a normal game card,
Yeah,
but it's a
game card.
Yeah, but mine's Game Station but obviously the Game Station will turn into game, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the guy in front of me had 90 quid in his card, and I'm sat there going, that's decent. Like whatever, Pokemon was 100 quid, so he's costing him a tenner get in. And the guy said to him, he said, if at the time of you starting this card from now a year ago, and you coming here to buy these games, if you would have went on the Plus package, you would have had 900 quid on that card. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Because all you have to do is pay £1.50 a month. And all whenever you buy, your points are like quadrupled or some shit.
Yeah.
So obviously they're making money off everybody doing it anyway. But the way that they looked at the guy and said, if you would have literally, because he said, so you've been saving these points for a year because it's done on a yearly thing, that 90 would have been 900. So I mean, he could wish he could turn back in time and fucking...
I know. That's what you were trying to tell somebody.
Fucking quid. Don't get me wrong, it's all in game, but for me and you and people obviously in that store, there's a lot of shit I could wax 900 quid a game like that, no bother. Fucking Lego, Funkos, fucking random games that I probably won't even play straight away, but I'll just get to. 900 fucking quid. Or to even fair, you could sell it. You could say to one of your mates, hey, listen, give us 700 quid.
Yeah.
There's 900 quid a game, go get yourself a PlayStation or whatever else.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Fuck me. He was so good. But yeah, sorry, I don't know if you wanted to answer your own question there. One of the big like Pokemon Get Me Rich rampage.
One of the things I would like to change is my health. Because I had a fucked up health with childhood with health and shit like that. I was back and forth from hospitals and...
thought he's not one of my things. He's talking here!
Back and forth from the hospital when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, health would be one thing I would fucking change.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
And that way I could fucking go to concerts.
Yeah.
Go out clubbing and Laser Quest.
Well, you did Laser Tag, but I know the concerts are a bit more in your face.
Yeah. Like I said, shit happened to not my personal life, but in my personal life with my mum passing, my nana, and other shit happening. Yes, I can't really change any of that because, like I say, unfortunately, that's life. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. That's out of my control. But starting at the young age again, just karma, music, yeah. And I would actually stick in school and fucking learn shit. I think that's one of my biggest thing is I was never at school. And the job I'm in now, it's only because it was a blessing to fucking stay in school and do one day release work.
Christmas Day release.
That was how I've ended up in this role now in the motor trade. But I definitely would have stuck in school.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a policeman when I was younger. Maybe I've gone down that route. But I've always loved space and shit like that. So maybe I would have been maybe a scientist. I don't know. But
yeah, you would have stuck in more at a certain...
It would have been definitely a different career I would have went down.
Yeah, because obviously, I guess if you're there, you've got the knowledge of, because however we're doing time travel rules, you can be like, okay, I know that if I don't nudge myself here, I'm going to end up at this job that, I don't know if you hate your job or like whatever, but I could be doing something better, so I'm going to steer myself away from that. And it might just be a case of you learning this whatever, or thingy, and you could be the next whatever. So I am with you on there too, because obviously you want to be able to get to the place where you're learning more and experiencing more and learning more about shit that you want to do.
Yeah.
It's so I do agree with you. Whereas, like I said, I love to sit and talk to you about all that kind of shit, but as long as I fucking don't have to, I can get up whenever I want, do whatever I want every day of the fucking week. That's me happy.
That would be nice.
And
eventually.
Speaking of fucking rich people, just to span off because what you've just said, right? It's seeing how the world's slowly turning against Elon Musk because of all the Twitter crack, and they're all calling him what did they call him? A space Karen. A space Karen, because I mean, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors at Twitter, but from what people have said and people that have been, he's coming with ultimatums and he's being very...
Yeah, he's basically sacking everybody. Everyone seems to be coming away from Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know what... I mean, I don't necessarily know what you could do wrong at Twitter because it's just people managing accounts and whatever. Like, I don't know.
But apparently, his SpaceX is pretty much the same thing, but you don't hear that as much.
No, before this Twitter crack, Elon Musk seemed like the most chilled out, fun, relaxed, happy guy ever to sound like a big old dictator.
But apparently, if you criticise him, he just gets rid of you. He's one of them type of bosses.
See, that you need criticism.
Yeah.
You need someone to say, that's fucking shit, that's daft, that's crap, why have you done that? That's not a good idea. So, I mean, again, this is all just allegedly, but I thought Elon Musk before all this, it seemed like a fun guy. When he was on Joe Rogan, he just seemed so relaxed, and he's like, when they made them flamethrowers, like, we just made flamethrowers. I was like, mint. Like, what the fuck?
I don't understand why he bought Twitter.
I know that he's very... Again, I'm going to put him in a box here, but I know he's more right-wing than he is left-wing over in America. That's their politics. You have a left-wing or right-wing. And I know that Twitter was going very left-wing, and I know that he didn't like it. He wanted it more of a thing, cancel culture. He wanted to try and stop all that. And a lot of it is done through Twitter. So I'm assuming that was a lot of it. Plus, if you're sat out there and you're this big old billionaire with a big old dick, a lot of random shit I'd be buying.
Well, I suppose. He's bringing his own phone out.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't. He loves the Apple phone, but he just doesn't like certain bits in it. So he's like, fuck it, I'm bringing my own phone out.
Why the fuck? Because if I looked at a pit and there was just like an endless pit of money, I'd be like, are you selling? Like, I'd love to buy Coca-Cola or some shit. Yeah.
I like that kettle, but I don't like that bit, so I'm going to make me own kettle.
Yeah, I'm going to make my own kettle. People can fucking buy it. It would be fucking nuts, man.
It's weird, isn't it? The people like that, I don't know if you want to applaud them or just say you're a greedy bastard and you just fucking...
Yeah, I mean, if he does shit like that, I mean, because technically it's harmless. If he makes his own new phone, it does nothing to me and you.
No.
We could still use our phones, but we might think, it's a good idea. But if you start changing stuff and then stuff has to change for everybody, that's when you're a bit like, whoa, steady on, cowboy, not for me.
I think having too much money is not good for you. Because basically...
Joe Rogan said that.
You can just fucking change anything and everything. You can buy yourself out. There's nothing that can stop you.
It must be quite hard mentally, because Joe Rogan said that you have to hit a wall. Get yourself comfortable so you don't have to worry about money, but like make sure there's limitations. Because I guess now, if somebody said there's an infinite amount of money in your bank, Dan, even though for the next fucking year I could easily, we're in Japan, I'm doing Pokemon shit, I'm going to try and get myself into fucking New Zealand, do Lord of the Rings shit. But then once you've ticked all the boxes, you probably sat there with all of this shit. I've bought every Lego set, I own every Pokemon card, thinking, what the fuck do I do next?
And that's why a lot of these celebrities turn to drugs. Because they've just don't know what to do.
They need escapism because they've completed this world.
Yeah.
So they need to try and... So it is probably a dangerous... I'd like to think, like the best for me, I know you might not deem him as a celebrity, the best millionaire right now on the planet for me is Mr. Beast. Because he's very... you know Mr. Beast, don't you? Yeah. He's very... like he's comfortable, lives in a nice house, looks after all his mates. But like he makes fucking God knows how many millions per shit he does. And it goes straight back in. Like he owns his own, the homeless places, everyone go there. Like walking up to strangers and saying, there's 10 grand on this card, you've got an hour to spend it. Doing shit like that. Yeah. That's like fucking, that's a mint millionaire. And like I said, somebody offered him 1 billion for everything. And he was like, nah, because I just want to keep having fun. And that's a fun millionaire.
What Elon should do is just give everyone a million quid.
Yeah.
Because it'll only cost him 8 billion. He'll still have another fucking 200 odd billion to play with.
That is mad. That work society would fuck though if you think about it. Because if
definitely.
If everybody has did you say a million there?
Million.
A billion.
Million.
A million, right? So if everybody gets a million, right? Don't get us wrong. For some people, maybe for you and me, that might be enough to live the rest of our lives potentially. I'm sure if you're younger, maybe not, because stuff's getting expensive. I don't know, but. If, for example, the people that the binmen, they might think, I've got a million, don't need to go to work today.
Oh yeah, the earth would come to a standstill.
Yeah, the police, people that work in Asda, people with me that work in the construction. I don't need to build this house. I've just made a million.
Definitely, it'd come to a standstill. It'll all go fucking tits up within 24 hours.
Yeah, so we've made society in this very catch-22 thing where we all want to get rich and out of this, and we all want I want all my mates to be rich and healthy and successful, but if we all were, it's like shit. No one's doing what people would deem the bottom end work, which I guess we need. The best way to do that, if you were to try and revert, is kind of like The Walking Dead, where everybody you don't get money for it, you just have to pitch in if you want to survive.
Yeah.
But there again, if we want the luxuries in life, we have to have the money to get there. So nobody, if you're like, I want a Ferrari, no one's going to give you a Ferrari, are they?
No.
But it's it's a weird old world we've worked our way into. Like it's fucking.
It is a strange world, like. Talking about money in strange worlds and Bitcoin.
Oh my god! I didn't foresee it. The lad I got to work with adores all the online currency shit. I was like, I don't trust it, mate.
No.
I do not trust it one bit.
The story I'm telling you. There's a guy who had like 216 million or whatever Bitcoin in his account, and it just fucking dropped, and now he's only got 1 million. He's not. Imagine losing 215 million in the space of like an hour.
No, that's why I've told you about currency and how it's backed by gold. You should always back gold because if I pass you a tenner, it's legal because there's gold.
Yeah, it's legal.
There's something backing it. Whereas like Logan Paul with his NFTs are the most pointless piece of shit ever. Because instead of me opening a pack of Pokemon cards going, I've got a Charizard right here in my hand, we've got a digital one. It means fuck all. It's like going to a museum and instead of seeing, a crypt of the fucking ancient pharaohs, just having like a picture or a hologram. It's like, well, that's what it did look like. It's not the same. You need the physical entity in front of you.
Yeah.
If somebody says to me, I would start doing NFTs, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. Honestly, because Logan Paul was all about digital online shit, and I've always thought, nah, for me, it's not going to work. If somebody offered me $1 million fucking... NFT, $1 million cryptocurrency or £1 million, I'm taking the £1 million all day.
Definitely.
I'm not saying, future investment stocks. No, because there's nothing backing it. Like, no, who gives this the value? It's just a bunch of the shit on the screen, and it just says that I have $1 million. You can't even spend it technically. You can swap it around and move it.
You can move shit about, but you can't spend it.
Nah, you can't walk it again. I don't want to mention Ferrari. I can't walk into a Ferrari dealership and say, I'll take a Ferrari, yes. £1 million, I don't know Ferrari.
Certain places in the world will accept the
Bitcoin
currency. UK doesn't, but certain places in the world will accept Bitcoin currency. But no, it's just numbers.
Yeah, because it's literally it's not there. It's figuratively there because if we turn on this monitor, if I can't pull a tenner out of my pocket then I haven't got a tenner.
And when someone comes out with a fucking mining Bitcoin, they've got about fucking million monitors, million fucking hard drives or whatever, and they're mining Bitcoin. It's like, why?
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. See, some people did do it smart. I don't know how he did it. There's a lad that I work with. He's got a mate that made millions off online currency, but he sold all of the shit for real tender. Like he just made a certain amount, then sold it all. He has a legitimate amount in the bank.
Yeah.
So, however you did that, that's fair enough. That's smart. But these people that are saying the future is digital and online, it's not a chance because it can crash, it can be hacked, it's got nothing back in it. It's fucked. So it's not for me.
It's definitely not for me.
It's the same with, I've told you about this, digital comic books. Now you don't have to buy your physical comic book and read it. You can just download it digitally and scan the QR code. I'm like, no. Because I don't own this comic book if it's not sat in my hand while I'm reading it.
Yeah.
So it's fucking... it's basically be like me and you turning around saying, yeah, I've got Jags of DVDs, and then turning on Netflix. You know what I mean?
See, I'm when it comes to right, I want to sound oldie, but I've got an Amazon Fire and I'm reading shit on there.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
So,
the Kindle.
Yeah. So I'm on like that digital side of things.
Yeah, but you won't technically. I don't know if you'll sit this end. Cause there's not wrong with that, but for me, I don't know if you want to argue this, but I wouldn't say you own them books.
Well, see, I would say I do.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Paid for them.
You've paid for them, but like if somebody's like, "Oh, can you show us your copy of Lord of the Rings?" You'd be like, "Oh, one second, I'll just open up my." I'm like, "Nah."
Yeah, that side of things I could do.
That's what I mean. If it's not for me personally, I know you are right because you've paid for it.
Yeah.
Like digitally downloading the game.
Yeah, basically.
But to me now, if I downloaded Pokemon instead of buying the games, I would say I've got them online, but I physically don't own them because I haven't. Because like I said, it's like saying I've got Jags of DVDs and turning on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I am, that's harmless anyway. Just saying I'm reading books online, that kind of shit. But as a collector and me, you know, it's because then fuck me, you could be like, yeah, I've got Jags of Ferraris, I've got loads of cars. Oh, it shows them all turn on GTA, see them all. I own them. You know what I mean? It'd be the same sort of principle, being like,
Not really.
well, because it's all digital and online. They're digital and online, and they are technically yours because you made your character go out and get them.
I think that's a different argument altogether, though, because no, I don't think you can go down that route on that one.
No, go on, refute it.
Because since you've got digital Ferraris online, it's you can't because it's just a video game.
But it's just
But
online as anything else.
these are. Yeah, it's still a Ferrari, but it's not really yours because it's in a specific game that you own the game.
It's in a specific cyberspace, like the rest would have cyber stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I mean. Like if somebody said to me, I've got a Charizard, it's an NFT, I'm like, well, you don't then, do you? You've got pixels on the screen.
Yeah.
So you don't own a Charizard. Whereas I do, because it's in my hand here, I can give it to you give it to me, we can look at it, I can put it against the light. To me, that's when you own, just like, again, I've got a house, where is it? It's in Minecraft. Oh, do you not actually own your house? Well, yeah, I do. I own a copy of Minecraft and I've made a house. It's my house. Oh, just a digital one. I don't like digital stuff.
my
Chris has been at work. He doesn't want this bullshit. Let's go back to talking about kids. I mean, not like that. Not like Chris's way. Racist nonce. This is quite nice as well to have a fun conversation with you. If we're not talking about we don't understand PC and religions and shit like that, I'm sure we've done kind of time travel crap before as well. Anyway, where did you get that orange ball from? Because I'm sure you lost it.
I haven't got it. It's there.
No, we.
That's me.
Oh, my new slipper socks wet.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Owning the Ferraris and having the keys specifically in your hand, being outside, is different to owning a Ferrari in Forza, for example. Because I own, well, I don't. I've got about 5 Ferraris in Forza, but I don't say I own them because I own the Xbox that plays the game that I digitally own. But I couldn't say I own a Ferrari.
No,
but I own a Hyundai
Hyundai. But
Because I know I have the keys and it's out there.
yeah, that's my whole point. Is the fact if it's physically in your hand and you can interact with it on this physical plane, then yeah, it's yours. But
So there's that side of things, but then there's the other side of things of you saying you own that comic book because you have a specific
yeah, I have it
copy,
in my hand.
but I own a book in a digital form because I've paid for it. Stop chewing me pocket, please.
Give me a slap.
There's that side of things. So, owning a Ferrari and owning a book are kind of two different platforms.
Well, it isn't because it's still the same. If you strip all down the if it's a book or a car, it's a case of physical entity or pixels. Do you know what I mean? It's either if for you to say I've got this, I've done this, but you have to turn something on or show something. To me personally, again, because this isn't right or wrong, this is just perspective. If you have to do too many steps, I've got all the South Park on DVD, and I just got there you go, season 1.
But that's just that would be like certain people just turn on their phone and bring a picture up of fucking I don't know, name a celebrity.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, him.
I don't know why Hugh Jackman.
I don't know. That's my husband.
Well, no, it isn't because they're not claiming to own one or the other, are they? That's them just lying.
But it's in a specific item that they've owned and they've bought, and it's in a digital form.
Yeah, but it's that's not the same though, is it? Because you can't.
But that's what I'm saying about the Ferrari.
Yeah, but that's they can go down every step. Because I could say I'm married to Hugh Jackman, but there's no way of proving it, and it's just literally me lying. Whereas I could say I own a Ferrari. If you walked into my house and I turned on GT and showed you a Ferrari, I'm not lying because I did all the steps. I bought the game, I bought the console, I did whatever I did on the game, I bought the car. On paper, it's all the chain's there.
The chain's there.
It's all thingy. So the point still stands for me that if it's digital, you don't own it. It's not. There's nothing there backing it. It's all a load of absolute Trossard. He plays for Brighton. I don't know why I'm messing with Trossard. I like he's a good player. But yeah, I just don't agree with anything digital. Like I said, there's now this fuck all wrong. You read your Kindle books. You fucking go on Netflix and watch film. I do it all the fucking time. But when it comes to people saying they have shit, they've done shit, and I've got 10 million. All right, where's your 10 million? There it is. No, you haven't. Sorry,
I've traveled the world. How?
Yeah,
On this computer game.
yeah. Well, because technically, what they're saying's right.
Yeah.
But to me, they haven't really.
No.
So, yeah, I just don't trust it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Because let's put it this way: if you're reading your Kindle, then all of a sudden the system that operates it shuts down. You can't then go back and read that book.
No.
Did you? Because have they stolen from you? Can you bring it? Can you get your hard copy? No, it's gone forever, done, dusted. So you don't own it because you're relying on other people and having shit and everything working. Whereas I'll get you my copy of Lord of the Rings right now. They're done and dusted. Unless somebody comes and robs my house and specifically wants the Lord of the Rings books, then it's so. Because as much as I adore Logan Paul with all my heart, I fucking hate when he brings up NFTs and they go, it's fucking. Because Mike, the guy who does a podcast with, he bought a certain collection and they failed and crashed. And I'm thinking, who the fuck determined whether these pixels could fail or crash or whatnot? Like the Mona Lisa, for example. It's, as much as whatever I couldn't give a shit about it, but it's a massive piece of art history.
Yes.
So that's always going to have value and whatnot because it's right there, the most famous painting. But not some fucking stupid moving pixel NFT bullshit, whatever. Like, for example, Ready Player One. That relationship they had. And if they never met in real life and had that relationship, did it even really happen or what? Because they fell in love with the idea and shit.
Yeah.
And it's the whole digital shit's weird and fucked and... Never buy NFTs. I'm so happy it crashed.
I would probably say get used to it because the way things are going, Dan, that's how they're going.
Oh, I know, 100%. Well, until this crash, it looked like everybody, because obviously we're moving to this new future shot. Did they not do it in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
I have no idea.
Where everything in the background was all like... Because, I'm sure American Chavez got food for free because of what digital age. And
Oh, you say?
Yeah, I can't remember what was behind that now. Fuck, I haven't seen that film in a little while. Actually, I'm gonna watch it again. Yeah, they had some sort of relying on digital bullshit, whatnot, but no, not a fucking chance.
Yeah, I think our generation will be deed before we all go complete digital.
You'd hope so, but there's such big influencers out there. I have to keep mentioning, like Logan Paul, that just pushed for this. And it's KSI. I think KSI lost millions and all that kind of shit. And I'm thinking, well, just keep your money in your bank or in your pocket, or fucking like some people do under the fucking bed. You know what I mean? It's if you ever owed me a tenner and you went, can I just transfer it for the crypto bank? I'd say no, fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's weird how if you speak to different generations.
Yeah, you are right what you said. Sorry to sound like an old man. You are.
Everyone's like, they either want the coin or they want it in the bank or. 9% nowadays, so I'll give it in whatever.
People, you'll know more about this than me because you're fucking more adult. But we know when people, they've got their money and they want to buy something that will constantly invest in, they always say property because it's the physical entity that's there. Well, the value will either usually always go up or depending on what happens.
Like buying a house.
Yeah, so that's it. They call it a smart purchase because it's okay. I've got 100 grand. Where is it? It's physically right there.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Is buy properties, and that's where I would put my money. I wouldn't keep it in the bank. I would buy properties.
Yeah, like my boss will be a fucking millionaire, but we always take the piss saying, "Oh, you're proper rich." He goes, "No, I'm fucking not," because in his bank he might not be a millionaire, but if you look around with all the mixers and the diggers and the equipment and the machinery, it's
exactly the same about my old landlord. She is a lovely woman. But she drives around in a 2009 plate RAV4.
That means not to me, but I'm assuming it's shit.
No, it's not shit.
I'm assuming it's cheap.
It's just a normal everyday car.
Okay.
But she's got shitloads of land and everything else that's worth millions. Mm-hmm. And so, if you're going to have money, invest it into something. But make sure you're going to invest it in something that it's going to go up in value. Yeah. Or not going to get destroyed at some point.
Invest in something physical.
Yeah.
So when you go out and you think, let's collect, I'm going to collect Pokemon cards. Don't go online and buy this bullshit. Go out there and buy. Doesn't have to be called action figures or whatever.
Well, I was thinking more of a house.
Well, no, but I mean, like if you're wanting to invest in shit, like the first ever issue of Spider-Man that sold for £1 million.
Yeah.
So if you're a millionaire and you want buy that, don't just be fucking on the digital market, fucking whatever bullshit. It's turned into a massive rant about crypto. That's what I mean. I can see this bouncing back, and the kids doing whatever they do in the future. You are right, but I was so happy when it crashed because there's the lad that I work with, a young boy. He says that when he just wants to invest in all crypto and do that kind of shit. I was like, it's not going to work, mate.
It's not the solution.
Nah, and he's like, no, it is. I was like, honestly, mate, it will crash because. If money went out of existence, there's your gold. If crypto goes out of existence, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
The number on the screen has gone to zeros. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's you ski.
And I tried getting this, but obviously he comes from a generation of because a lot of people. I know you don't like to carry money. A lot of people, it's all on that little card.
I hate carrying money
because even that, to a certain extent, could be a little bit scary because. I don't know, say there's a cyber attack at some point in the world and they're like, okay, everybody's bank account's written to zero. I don't know if we can refute it and claim it back. I don't know how that would work. But if you had 100 quid and you went, put it in the bank and I had 100 quid to put in my money, that money's safe.
Yes.
No matter what. But I am kind of the same as you. You do a lot of purchase on cards.
I hate carrying cash on me.
I do and I don't. The newer notes I like to carry because they feel so soft and smooth.
I reckon in about 10 years' time there'll be no cash.
It's already going. Even remember, like little places like you used to go to a market, and it would always you'd have to have the money on you. Yeah. But a lot of little places now is bank transfer. 100% legal. The actual tenders. I'd much rather though if somebody said, "Here's £1 million, I could transfer it or I could bring it around a briefcase." I'd want that shit in a briefcase just to look at £1 million in front of me because you can look on your screen. Yeah, nice, but to have. Like, I've never had, I think the most I've had in front of me is 40 grand when my stepdad sold his motorbike. It was, I don't know what it was. And he had it on the table, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the opposite side. It's just like, yeah, just transfer it.
I would put it eventually in the bank, don't get us wrong, but just to have the opportunity to have $1 million. Like,
I'd be scared to go out the house with that
no, yeah,
suitcase.
it would be scary.
I'd be like, just transfer it. If there's a fucking 10%
To-
thing,
To
just
be
do
fair,
it.
You wouldn't need to be, because I would just ring up that. I'd ring up that dude from The Walking Dead. I'd ring up Brock Lesnar. I'd ring up fucking, I don't know, fucking whoever hard
buy the
bastard say,
Samoans for
right,
24
the
hours.
Samoans. I'm gonna walk to the bank. It's literally a minute walk. I'll pay you. I don't fucking know, 10 grand each just to walk with me for a minute. I get to the bank. Yeah, no worries. That's how I would do it. But no, I just like Cartman did it at South Park. He what did he do? He got a certain amount. He got $1 million in a will, and he got it all changed to dollar bills just so he could shower in it and just be like, and he started swimming. Then he got it changed to nickels, like loads of coins, just so he could fucking. And I could honestly sit there and just stare at £1 million, like what the fuck. And the worst thing is, I don't even want the £1 million. I want what the £1 million gets me. So that's just like the middleman.
Yeah.
So if somebody says, "Oh yeah, Dad, I'll give you fucking everything you want in life," or £1 million, they give me everything. I want everything. I want everything. Just leave it right there. Done, dusted.
No, honestly, I would take the money. If I could have anything
smart
in life,
options to take the money.
take $1 million or
Everything,
pounds.
everything in life, including like a Batmobile, a real one. Oh my god, an actual Iron Man suit. Oh no!
I'll take the money. I'll say, right, give me the money. I can buy shit. I know it's mine then.
No, but hang on, but if they give you everything in life that you want, and one of mine is a Batmobile, that shit would then be more than $1 million. For example, like if somebody says, "Here's 100 grand," or "Here's a house," that house is eventually going to be worth more than 100 grand.
Yeah.
So the smarter option would be to get the bit that's going to go up. Plus, if I really wanted to, okay, I need some quick cash. Yeah, here's one of my replica, a genuine Iron Man suits. That shit's going for fucking 400 grand easy. There you go, that's 400 grand, you can have that. And I've still got a Batmobile. Oh, fuck!
But sometimes in life, though, you've got to... Because you'll get to a certain point where you're like, I don't need to bother anymore. I just ask for something and I get it.
Oh, no, 100%.
That's
100%.
why if you take the money, or if I took the money, I'll be like, right, I know I've got a limit. So I'll think what I need. Right, do I need a house? Yes. I'll buy a house.
Yeah,
right. Should I invest in something? Yeah. Right. Okay. Buy another house. Invest that. Rent that. Still work, but I've still got money to back me up if shit goes south.
If you did it the other way though, and you got everything in life, you could say, well, one of the things I want in life is a $10 million mansion.
I wouldn't want a $10 million mansion.
No, but it doesn't matter because they're offering you £1 million or everything in life. So you just take everything in life, get the $10 million mansion, sell it, you can have that cash.
Nah, I think I'd have the £1 million.
Mate, a $10 million house over £1 million quid. You've lost
it's
9 million.
It's not about money.
Oh, yeah, but like you sorted.
Yeah, but that's where the problem lies with certain people and why they all turn to drugs or fucking whatever. It's because they haven't got a limit.
No, but you would still have a limit because it's everything you want in life. So you can only sell off a certain amount of stuff. You couldn't sell it all off, or else you'd be back to being broke.
If you want everything in life, your list could be endless. Right.
Yeah, but that's the deal.
I want a plane. Yeah, no problem. I want an island. Yeah, no problem. I want this. Yeah, no problem. Where with this money, you know you've got a limit, so you've got to look after that limit, but also just have a normal life.
All right, well, just do that then. Everything you want in life, just take the 10 million house and just make that your limit. Okay, well, it's 10 million now instead of $1 million. Because 10 million doesn't get you everything in life like afterwards.
No, true.
So just make that your fucking limit. Fuck that, mate. Get the extra 9. One of my favourite quotes is that millionaires always say. They always say well, not every millionaire, because it's quite funny. The quickest way to become a millionaire is to be a billionaire and buy a football club. Because obviously, fucking, I know you know who Sam Jordan is. He used to own Crystal Palace, and that literally took most of his life savings. But that's a scary fucking thought. Because I would love to be able to say, let me buy Newcastle. But imagine having to pay somebody fucking 100 grand a week. That's one person. You've got 26 players in your squad. Fuck me, it must eat away at you every fucking day. Oh, jeez. Like fucking Ronaldo. Have you heard all the Ronaldo news? Oh.
I've heard about it, but I've not read into it or listened to it or whatever. I'm just like
him being on 400k a week, and you're just like, Jesus Christ! Imagine being rich enough to pay you 400 grand a week. That's just one player. So that's why I find it quite funny that they say that the quickest way to be a millionaire is to be a billionaire and buy a football club. Fucking hilarious.
See, I don't know if I'd like to own a football club because of that.
Yeah, but you know, don't get me wrong, it'd be scary, and I don't think I'd want to solely own one. But
yeah, it might have cost you a fucking stupid amount of money, but then, like you said, you've got
keep
your
it
players on top, you've got the maintenance,
you've got the
and
peer
all
pressure.
That shit.
If you're in the transfer window and your fans are crying out, "We need a striker! We need a striker!" You've got to appeal to them because the football club, not literally, but it belongs to the fans. You're then pressured, like, shit, we do need a striker if we want to succeed. What's the cheapest one? Oh, he's on the market for 80 mil. Oh, fuck, I would have fucked that out. So it must be, yeah, it would be scary as fuck. Maybe I'll just say, can I own Newcastle for like a week? If I was a billionaire, say, let's own it for a week and I'll give it back. Just so I can, like, I don't know, listen, you work for me, players, come go on the pitch and let me play against you.
Just buy 1%.
Mm.
That way you could say you own 1%.
1%
of Newcastle.
I don't know how you bet about Newcastle now, considering it's owned by the fucking Saudi state. Like Liverpool got put up for sale, and they're asking for between 5 to 6 billion. Imagine rocking up.
What are you?
Oh, he's eating the fucking. He's such a fucking freak. Imagine being able to rock up to a table and being like, "Oh, you're selling this for 5 billion? Yeah, no worries. I'll put you an offer in." Like, what have you done in life to get this? How many people have you killed? Who have you whacked off?
It's not being racist, but it's all the
Saudis.
Saudi, yeah.
That's why it's all kicking off a guitar. You know, like, that's
How
where
the
World
hell
Cup
have
is.
they gone from literally nothing
Yeah,
to
did
one of
you-
the richest
is
fucking
it-
countries in the world?
Is it Dubai?
In the batter in 30 years. Yes.
You can go Google Dubai 20 years ago,
Yeah.
Dubai now, and how like it's literally shacks and desert
Yeah.
and that. I
So
think it's
how
all
the hell
oil.
have they fucking...
I think it's all oil money.
I think it is, to be fair. But fuck me.
Mm-mm.
There's a king over there. There's you got fucking...
Every fucker's a prince over there, man.
Yeah.
Every fucker, prince, whoever, prince him and prince them, and how would prince?
Even the police.
Yeah.
The fucking cars they drive round in. And that's the squad cars.
Yeah,
We've got a
it's-
little Peugeots and they've got fucking Lamborghinis, Bugattis and all that shit.
It's fucking. I don't know if you'll watch them. A lad called Penguins. He did a car chase video and it was fucking hilarious. It went on for 45 minutes. But I didn't realise how many car chase laws there were. Like the police can't really do car chases because it's dangerous to public life and all that kind of shit. They can just sort of tail.
Where's this at?
In Britain.
What?
Yeah, they can't.
Say that again.
There are so like if there's a car chase, I said, say I've just robbed your car, police, he's done just robbed my car. They won't technically chase after me. They'll just tail because they can't hit a certain limit because that's when you start endangering the public.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought it's just literally
The only
there's a
time
chase
they
on.
can actually do a proper chase on is when the roads are quiet.
Yeah,
Literally-
there are certain circumstances,
Yeah.
but I think I get it, okay, because if there's a massive car chase, like going down Botchgate, for example, you could hit all kinds of people, dodging and weaving and whatnot. I completely get it, but fuck me, if someone's robbed my car, I'd be like, yeah, man, I want the fucking best driver, I want fucking Michael Schumacher on this shit right now, chase after him, get on it, fucking away you go. But fucking hell, it's a funny old world.
Oh, it is indeed. I think we need to stop talking about billionaires because we're not going to get there.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, mate, football kicks off in 25 minutes. I've got, if every bet were to come in, I've put £20 worth of bets on. If every bet were to come in, I'll probably win about 1,200.
Well, I think the only thing I've got coming, if it happens, if I'm in the lottery tonight.
Hey, good luck. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
I put the lottery on and I put the Euro lottery on.
Yes.
So-
I always say, see if I won the lottery. See if I did. I'd never put it on. So
See, I do.
I'm never going to win. No, I know I should do. But for whatever reason, like I've told you this, the only time I get a lottery ticket is if I'm in the queue getting fagged and somebody in front of me asks for a ticket. I always go, oh, fuck, I'll get one. But I never ever think, oh, the lottery's on. Whereas I always have conversations about winning the lottery.
Yeah.
So if I want to try and win it, I need to be in it.
Put it on.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But yeah, I'll sit at home, put a footy bet on, try and win fucking 150 bar.
See, I don't mind direct debit. So,
right. So automatically, was that just like a lucky dip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll either £8 or £10 will come out every month, depending on how many weeks are in that month.
Yeah.
For the lottery, and £10 every month will come out for the postcode lottery.
How many tickets does that buy you?
Just one ticket.
£10 a ticket? Oh no, because it's for a month. So
Yeah.
how much is a ticket? Like £2 then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm with you, sir. I'm with you. See, well, if I did it, I'd be a fucking idiot. I'd be like, get us £100 worth of tickets for one night. Because I'd think, oh, there's 100 chances better when you get millions of people playing it. Mm-hmm. That's how my fucking stupid head would work. Yeah, I don't know if I'd choose setting up. But somebody told me as well that the lottery's rigged to postcodes. Don't know if that's true. It's conspiracy talk. But apparently it's rigged to postcodes.
I don't know.
And apparently every postcode's got a different colour. Right, the fucking shit on CFM, that the one they do.
I don't listen to CFM.
No, we always got it. It's fucking bullshit. The lad that always puts it on the radios in his workstation, the joiner, he goes, I'm not listening to radio. What all they do was fucking talking like, mate, CFM was just adverts.
Yeah.
I would rather talking than fucking, but it's his radio. If you go turn it over, he's literally, he's that arm way where I'm going to walk the full length of the yard. So just fucking let him crack on. But they always do a competition. I always thought it was for local. So they've got a competition for Carlisle, then Newcastle other or Manchester. But no, it's one competition for everywhere.
Oh yeah, a lot of radio stations are all tied in together.
Yeah,
now.
but it's just a point. You think, okay, Carlisle, I've got a good chance of winning that. It's just Carlisle.
Yeah, I know what I mean. I listen to Planet Rock at work on my computer, and you'd think because it's a digital radio, it'd be fucking huge, a lot of listeners. But it spans over 15 other stations.
It's fucking bullshit.
So you've got a chance of winning 100,000, I think it was, yesterday. But over 15 stations, how many people listening
to
that?
It's fucking stupid because they call it what's it called? On CFM, the cash prize or the cash draw. Some shit like that, and you'll be like, okay, we've got a winner because it's the one that you have to answer within 5 rings, and if the prize is like £80,808, that's what you have to say. So if within 5 rings, £80,808, and you have to do it that way. And they go, yeah, we've got a winner. They ring them, and you'll hear like, I'll read love, how you deal with it? That's a fucking Carlisle. And that's when the lads at work, because I did it once, they said, oh no, it's not everywhere. It's like all the sister radios from like Newcastle, Manchester. I'm like, oh, I'm not fucking playing that then. I thought it was a local thing for each city had their own one.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, I've never played it for a fucking game. It cost me $3.50 for that text. Fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's fucking...
I think we need to stop talking about money, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
We've been doing it for the past 50 minutes.
It's at the same... fucking hell. Okay, to end it though, as much as I want more money, we've also got to count our blessings. Again, I'm going to bring it up. I'm able to buy Pokemon and spend a weekend playing it. I'm able to get myself some snacks. I'm able to watch the wrestling next weekend.
That's the main thing. Yes, we all want to be rich, but we're in a comfortable position compared to what most people are in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, money is the root of all evil. Like you can have too much and it's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know because I'm not rich.
Yeah.
But going off celebrity turning to drugs, or Elon Musk who's just got an endless amount of money, or you got the fucking Bill, what do you call him?
Bill Gates.
Aye. Having too much, because these people, which is fair enough to them, is just like, yeah, when I die, it's just going to the government. That's it. I'm not giving it to my kids. If they want the money, they've got to earn for it, which is fair enough.
Yeah, no, I get that,
but I wouldn't like to sit in a house and say, yeah, I'm a fucking 10 billionaire person.
I'm a trillionaire.
Yeah. Because it can't be healthy.
So was Bruno Mars wrong?
I don't know.
I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad.
Probably, yeah.
Buy all the things I never had.
But you don't have to be a billionaire to buy the things you didn't have. Yeah. If you work hard enough, earn your money, you can buy that shit.
That you can correct me on what it is. I would be happy if I won that lottery where you get 10 grand a month.
I would rather have that than have the one full amount. I
would be so happy with that because it's enough for me to just sack off work. It's enough for me to... Because let's be honest, the things that you'll buy first will be...
£5,000 a month.
Dude, to be fair, that's... what am I on a month? Oh, that's only a little bit more than what I'm on.
What? How much a month?
No, wait, what? No. That's a lot more than what I'm on a month, sorry. No, yeah, I did my maths completely wrong. Trust me, I'm not that I ain't fucking rich. I would love that because the things that you would buy would probably be more expensive than me to start off with. As long as I got Pokemon cards coming, comic books and Lego, that's me. That's me done.
See, it's like, say, if I was getting that £5,000 a month to spend that over a year, that's 60 grand.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just, right, I want that house, right, how much is that deposit? 35 grand, right. 2 months, 3 months later, right, there's my deposit for my house. Right, how much is my incomes, blah, 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 right, there's my earnings.
Yeah.
It's better off doing it that way.
Spending money.
Honestly, I'd still work.
I see, I wouldn't.
I would still work, because I'm old school. I've always said I'd work. That's all I've known since I've left school is work. To earn money, to get what you want in life, it's from your father, you've got to work for it.
Yeah, 100% agree.
And having money would make no difference to me. I'd probably still work.
No, yeah, but that's where I'm different because I jumped out of school, did the same as you, and I've just worked for jobs that I couldn't give a shit about. And because I've had to work is the reason why I don't want to work. It's like, I'm only 29, I started working. Fuck me, started flipping burgers at Burger King, then I was car valet and all that shit. Yeah, since 17. So since 17, I'm like, nah, I've had my fair share of it. I want to be able to just do what I want.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because you've still got your luxuries in life. You're like, right, well, when I say I would work, I wouldn't be in this job what I'm doing now.
No. One of them jobs where they say you can't call it a job when you like doing it. I want one of them. Like you say of YouTube, for example.
YouTuber, yeah.
Yeah, but that's work, but it's not because you like it.
See, I would definitely own my own garage.
I just chuck spanners about.
So there's that side of things, but I know if I'm going to be that boss, right, I'm going on for 3 months, so that.
Yeah,
Look after the place.
Why my boss doesn't do that?
That's the side that's like, I'm still working, but yeah, I'm getting my luxuries involved.
Yeah. Because you'll have your managers, so
yeah,
you just keep everything in place. But I couldn't, because my boss is there 24/7. He's opened up on Christmas Day and that before in the past. I'm thinking, you've literally built this from nothing. Go and enjoy your life. That's what I bet he's too ingrained to.
Let's look at my boss.
The Rangers ones, the Rangers owners.
Yeah, the Parks guy. He started life with nothing. Bought one bus. Because that's how we first started buying coaches. He bought one coach, sorted that out, started doing trips, and then bought another coach, started doing more trips, and he just expanded from that.
Grew from that.
And then obviously he then bought one car dealership, and then grew from that.
Yeah, so
and then now he fucking owns Rangers.
I've got no issues. Well, a lot of people fucking their arse. Unlucky, I don't like that rich person. Even people that were born into wealth, I've got nothing against them because it's a case of, they won the coin toss. It's not exactly unfair.
It's not, but I think some people that's born into wealth, they expect everything.
Yeah,
compared to people who's worked for it.
Like this, what they call them, white collared workers, I think, or blue chip workers, or some shit like that. No, I get all that, but at the same time, if that's the life you've been born into, it's just a life you've been born into. You've got to understand they haven't had the same views on life and the same history of life as everybody has. It's just that's how they live in the world and how they view it, and how we live in the world and view it. It's just a case of two different fucking paths.
I think it's just come down to the money and having too much of it, though.
No, it could be, but like I said, that's what they're born into. They don't know any different.
Because
to them,
they could just get away with anything.
Yeah.
They buy anything.
Money wins, doesn't it?
Exactly. Money answers a lot of things.
But again,
sorts out a lot of things.
I can't complain of that because that's how it's been for fucking years. It's not his fault. He was born with daddy's famous money, so we're like, oh, daddy will pay for it. You might not like him. You might think he's a prick. You might think he's arrogant, but he's winning the game of Monopoly at the end of it all.
See, it's a strange one because if I was born into wealth, would I still want to own? Would I still want to make my own money? That's where I was going to go.
It's hard to say.
It's what I mean. It's.
Do
I need to work?
Circumstances would say no because you're born with a new ideology. Everybody's rich. You're comfortable for every day. Like you know, you've had a full life of I don't need to do that. I do what I want. You've had a full life of that, so it'll be habit. You know, like animals move around the wild, and they doesn't necessarily need to hunt that, or doesn't. It's because it's where they're born. It's how they're brought up.
I'm going to be on the other side of the fence here now, because if I became fucking successful in a business and I earned money and I was happy, I was comfortable, I would help my kids out to a certain point.
100%.
But I would say, like, get yourself out there and get a fucking job. You're not getting my money for free.
Yeah, if you've lived a life where you've started from the bottom, now we're here, and you start with nothing and build it up, then 100%. But at the same time, though, I'd make sure my kids are okay, because
definitely.
I wouldn't want them, because that's a struggle. That journey there is a struggle. And I think, listen, they're my kids. I want them. That's the ultimate goal for your kids, for them to be happy.
Yeah, and I don't want my kids to be spoiled brats. I want them to earn their own money.
I want them to be comfortable, to know that, listen, I'll look after you.
Yeah.
But I want you to earn the meaning of life and the meaning of money and what it means.
I would help them in that direction, wherever they want to go. If they want to fucking do whatever. I was like, if you want to do that job, I'll help you to get to that goal, to whatever you want to do. If you need a car to get there, I would help you out.
100%.
You need to
you'd want them to
give me something.
You need to
Same
earn
with a
the
house.
right.
If you need a house, I'll give you the deposit for the house, as long as you maintain the house.
Yeah, and you keep the payments up and whatnot. Yeah,
I'd help them that side of things, but I wouldn't say, here's son, here's 20 grand for this. Oh, here daughter, go and fucking treat yourself.
I'm with you on that one.
A weekend in Barbados or whatever. Just
I'm 100% with you on that one. But I would like to. It says there's a little down here now, and I was rich and I built a company and I was well off. I would like to look at him and say, I don't want you waking up doing a job you cannot stand, getting up at this time because you don't want to.
Definitely.
You're my son. I want the best for you, and you're my daughter. I don't want you to have a shit fucking life. I went through the pain, so you don't have to.
I think we need to stop all this, because we're moving on to something where we're not like, none of us are kids, adults.
Yeah,
none of us are parents.
None
of us have got money.
Never should be.
Let's
talk about having superpowers. That's a more fun conversation. No,
we've been gone on for an hour.
For an hour about fucking crypto.
Something
and time
that's
trouble.
Probably not going to happen. Kids might. Money there.
Yeah, but what an interesting fucking. But that's a fun point to bring up, though. Not just with money, but to be brought up in different circumstances. It's like just being born in a different country. You know, to the French, for example, it's normal for them to eat this and talk like this and do this in this tradition. Where to us, we're like, what the fuck? But if I was born there, that's normal. I'm looking at us going, fucking English breakfast. That is weird. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Because it's just circumstances, how you're brought up. Yeah. We can end it there anyway, because 10-3, I'll watch League One. Because there's no Premier League. So I'm watching Carlisle against Salford, find a dodgy link, playing some Pokemon. I just need proper... As much as England's going to be nuts and there's going to be passion there, it's just going to be the same chance. There'll be more passion today from the Carlisle fans away at Salford, because club over country, it means more. I watched a Newcastle video the other day that made me fucking cry, and I'm not even from the city, but yet I connect to it so much. Like, not crying, a good little tear, like... It's my black and white fucking boys. I know, it's fucking nuts. But a visual went there, an hour of your life gone. You'll never get that back. Time travel and get it back. Unless you want to end up with anything else, Chris.
I don't think so, but we've talked about...
We've actually covered a few good things there anyway. Yes, we've had a big rant about money, but we started off about where our happiest moments were and all this kind of shit and all that, carry on. We had a nice little step over there.
It felt like a fucking therapy lesson.
Even the dog's like, fuck me, I'm broke as fuck here. That's one thing.
But I think we're going to be blessful that we are on a comfortable note. Yes, we're not.
We're steady away,
but we're not in the poor like some people are. And
we're in the
way that the world is at the money with fucking everything going up and everything else. It is a struggle for everybody. But
we're in a boat with a couple of holes, but we're able to get the stuff we need to patch the holes up.
Yeah, we're still floating.
Yeah, we're just...
It'd be nice to win the lottery and become... We just... saying you can do this and this, but unfortunately...
I tell you one thing I am doing. I'm going to end it. This is my ending bit. If I had loads of money, I am buying a big shitload of land and making every dog I possibly can happy. That would be fucking mint. Just, oh my God. Like any stray dog, any dog that's mistreated, come here and have the fucking time of your lives. Just destroy what you want, chew that up, whatever. Don't give a fuck. Have fun. Oh, that'd be fucking amazing.
Right, what would I buy if I had the infinity money? What would I do?
Don't do it on a self thing. Do it what I've done. What would you do to better something? So I'm going to try and better animals here. What do you think you'd? I mean, the environment or people? Or what?
Honestly, and I don't mean this to be racist or critical or anything else, but I would help our lot in the UK.
Well, that's not racist, right? That's
because nothing compared to not against anyone else. It's yes, they're getting away from shit over in Ukraine or shit like that, but I would look after us lot in the UK. They're closing down hotels to bring these migrants in to this country to look after them, but we've got our own lot still sleeping on the streets.
500 million he's getting at the end of all of this. He'll have 500 million made at Crown Hotels. That's what you're on about.
Yeah. Why are you not doing this for your own lot, but yet you're giving it because you want to make a name for yourself and you're getting the money?
I know what you mean. Ideally, it'd be nice to help every single person in the world, but it starts step one.
You need to start. You need to do your own doorstep before you do the rest of the world.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
And that is one thing that the government aren't doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I'd do.
So you're going to be humanitarian and try and help out your fellow Brits.
On our doorstep before I help anybody else. Again, not being to be harsh or anything, but that's why I don't give money out to charity.
Let's be honest though, who sounds more harsh? You're trying to help people. I said, fuck you people, bring in the canines. So I think,
well, as you know, I prefer animals to keep to people.
Mate, well, I'm buying a big farm. You want to go half us?
Yeah. I prefer animals to people.
We could save things like that.
Yeah.
That will pester everybody.
But no. That's why I don't do charities or shit like that, because
I don't trust charities. I don't trust where it goes.
No, I don't.
I really don't.
So when people say, "I'll give £3 for charity," it's only £3. It's only a cup of tea. Yeah. Maybe they get fucking 50 pence, but where does the other £2.50 go?
I really don't. The amount of millions that have been given out throughout the years, billions that have been given out, I don't know where it goes.
They're still in the same predicament 20 years ago.
It's
nah, you've been doing this for fucking...
I would much rather, if I was to give to charity, no matter who it was, I don't care, doesn't matter the person for this particular point, I would much rather be able to hand it to them hand to hand.
Yeah.
Instead of like a middleman.
Definitely, I would give a check to Macmillan Cancer Research.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely, because obviously that's how my mum and my nan
a lot of people choose charities that they've had an impact with. So he wants the dog farm.
He's a fucking pest.
He is, like, you are.
I'm sorry, but there'll be no Red Cross or fucking whatever them bags you get through the fucking door.
Yeah, what's Red Cross again?
It's some kind of weird charity, I don't know. I think it's something to do with over in Africa and stuff like that.
What you've just said there, and the British Heart Foundation, because my mum loves them too, because her mum died of cancer and her dad died of a heart attack, so they're the two charities she always goes for. So
things like that close to home, I would, but not stuff that's like in other countries. I mean, we need to look after people on our own doorstep first.
So this is why I still feel bad, because you're saying all this shit, and I'm like, that is horrible, but I get them charity videos on TV or whatever.
Hey,
the people
dogs, don't trust. That's a charity.
Yeah, but it's the animal ones. I watched one of the donkeys the other day and fucking broke my heart. I still give £5 a month to
penguins.
The Arctic one that helps the polar bears and shit. Because I just see them and I'm like, oh my fucking god. But yeah, you'll show me a kid starving. I'm like, oh, it's a bit sad. As soon as the animal comes on, I'm like, oh no, what are we gonna do? It's how my brain's wired. I don't know why.
I prefer animals to humans. I've always said that. But yeah, I need to leave before we.
Visuals. Take of that, make of that. Sorry, what you will. And thank you for listening. Keep it on.
Bye.